Hey guys, it's Ben the Coin Geek at Old Pueblo Coin, and today I have for you a couple of counterfeit coins that you need to see and get a good look at. Now this coin here, first of all, if you just look at the reverse of the coin, it actually looks an awful lot like the 2006 commemorative coin that came out. In other words, that die, the coin looks almost just like too new. And it actually looks pretty good. Now for me, because I've seen a lot of them, the obverse is a dead giveaway, because every time I see a coin that has this look to it, I know it's not real. And by this look, I mean partially looks like it was minted yesterday, but also it has a very, very flat relief to it and a softness to it. So all through the hairline, when we look closer at it, let me see what power I want to get up here. All through that hairline, there is just a softness. There's no strong division through anything up in there. Also, you'll see there's a divot between these two stars right here on the side. And that little depression or divot is something that is a little bit of a telltale sign on a lot of the counterfeits. One of the things that I always notice then is also even worse than divots, because divots are hard because you can get lots of little pock marks and stuff, and hits and dings that look like that. But a raised spot is even worse. So if you look right here between the bust and that final star, you'll see a raised dot, right? And that is always a bad sign. So lots of times to get rid of those raised dots, they would clean them off and try to file them off. And so lots of times you see counterfeits that'll look a little bit like this, but then they'll have hairlines just all over them. And those hairlines oftentimes aren't cleaning. It was the counterfeiter trying to get rid of some of those elements. Also on here, you notice kind of where the jawline goes up into the lip, the chin goes up into the lip, and the nose, you'll see also this just heavy softness that occurs, this lack of detail and strike that occurs a lot on these type of counterfeits. So this is the type of thing also that I think is a little bit of an older type of counterfeit, because it's also testing as a high carat gold. So back in the day when the face value of the coin was worth more than the gold content of the coin, they would go ahead and counterfeit them and just use real gold, because your element that you were using wasn't costing too much. Now this is 100% for sure not real coin. Next I want to show you a coin that I am suspicious about, and these guys are real tricky. And let me tell you some of the things that I was just talking about. This coin has been cleaned all over the place first and foremost, and it was like they're trying to hide something. Well, and lots of coins are clean, so maybe you think, well, that's silly, Ben, because lots of coins are cleaned. Okay, fair. Lots of coins are cleaned with lots of hairlines and striations on them. And even though this has clearly been cleaned, as you see, like look over the eagle's back, between the eagle's back and up into the words "of" in America. So there's 1,000 little hairlines. That's the only place I want your eye on. But there's 1,000 little hairlines that go between the eagle's back. You can kind of see them at this angle because they're just protruding all the way across. Anyways, there's lots of cleaning lines, but the cleaning lines aren't the thing. The thing is there are, as I mentioned on the other coin, there are little depressions on this coin that I don't like. So as I look right below the E and R in the word Liberty, there's almost like a three little dots, right? But those are all depressions that are unusual because they're not like a nick or a hit, right? So like if you get a coin that just has a contact mark, lots of times it's hard for me to describe, because lots of times that'll be into the metal more, so to speak, and leave a mark, whereas these depressions almost look like they're just a part of the coin, the way that they were made. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can't get a different angle here with some light on there. So, but those were really concerning to me. Those 3 marks. And also there were a few more over by the chinny chin chin here, as I recall, that were some of the same thing that I didn't like. And of course, now that I just changed all of my lighting setup, I'm not really getting it. But those 3 marks up there are the ones I'm most concerned with. So this I'll send in and just to find out if it's real or not. And that way, you know, for all of you who support the channel, this is the type of thing that normally I would probably not do, but I do because you guys support the channel. So we'll learn together. We'll go ahead and send that in and see if they can verify my suspicions that that is not a real coin. This one, I'm not concerned about. That is just a piece of gold that will be sold as a piece of gold. So, and actually here is a 1913 2.5 that is a nice original coin. And I don't know if there's anything else I wanted to show you on the stars and whatnot. Sometimes there's a little bit of a difference on the way the stars are made. But these counterfeits of the 5 and 2.5 and $5 gold pieces are really well done. And they're very hard to tell sometimes whether coin's real or not. So we'll send this off to either PCGS or NGC and see what they say. Alright guys, I'm Ben the Coin Geek. Thanks for watching. You can subscribe by clicking on the button in the corner and watch more videos on the right side of the screen. Thanks.